Hello, good morning, happy Christmas to you. It is the day after Christmas Day. Well, the turkey is been eaten, the Christmas wrapping paper is everywhere, you're wondering where it's going to go. The kids were on a high and now they're on a low. The house is upside down and goodness knows what happens today. It's usually a day of lying around doing nothing. And some of that will happen to me as well. But later on today we're going out with the fam for some nice dinner. So, you know, Christmas continues. So this morning I thought I'd come out and I have a bit of a dilemma going on. So with the Coach Dave Season 8 finished, I have driven it the whole season from the rookies when I started with the LFM. Then after about 5 races going up into the Sprint Series, I've driven the McLaren the whole way through. Potted history of me with ACC. I started on the Xbox Series X after the big update earlier on this year. That was about February or March. Just played on Xbox. And I got to a point where I wanted to get involved with some of the LFM stuff, some of the online races. Thanks to people like Jardier out there with his fantastic YouTube streams. So I took the plunge, built a PC, got my rig as we have, with my lots of my screens and my bits and pieces, and I've updated my wheel bits and pieces now for, oh goodness, third time. Logitech Thrustmaster, a Fanatec CSL, now we're on the DD1. All in this from August, September of this year until now. So yeah, down a big rabbit hole here. Anyway, my dilemma is that I've raced solely on the McLaren, back on the Xbox Series X. The Bentley was my car of choice. So for season 9, I wanted to go and pick a car. I don't like jumping around when I'm in season. I want to get used to the car, know it really well, and I've got to know the McLaren pretty well too. So what I'm proposing to do today is go through the 10 cars in the 2022 season, take them on a couple of hot laps round Watkins Glen, the track we just finished. I have a lap there of about 1:45.4 in race with a Coach Dave setup with a few tweaks. And I'm just going to take it with the vanilla aggressive setup. Again, that's not the fastest lap. I'm not boasting. A 1:45.4 is not mega fast, but I'm new to this. I'm an old fella. And it's competitive enough to keep me in the top 10 the last few races. So I want to pick a car that I'm going to stay with for the whole of season 9. Don't know what season 9 is yet. It'll be announced sometime this week. But I want to get a car that I feel comfortable with. I haven't raced them all. I've quickly done a couple of hot laps in a lot of them, but really haven't invested my time. So at this moment in time, in my head, I've got the Aston Martin, BMW, maybe the Mercedes AMG. They're the 3 cars that are in my head. And let's see if... and of course I've got an Audi on the screen here now, which is definitely not in my top 10 cars. It just seems to be the bad boys car. Anyway, we'll get to it. So let's get into ACC and into hot lap mode with the first car, and I think that's going to be the AMG. Okay, gloves are on, headphones on, ready to roll. Okay, these are the 10 cars I've picked from the 2022 season. Keep it current. AMG, Audi, Bentley, BMW, Ferrari, Honda NSX, Lamborghini, McLaren, Mercedes and Porsche. So as I say, I'm going to base this on Watkins Glen, aggressive setup. My best time in race time is about a 1:44.4, 1:44.5. And we're going to do a couple of laps on aggressive setup and see what feels comfortable to me. The stats are important, but it has to feel comfortable. Where the McLaren to me was light, it was agile, you accelerated like mad and got it screaming. Let's see, I fancy something heavier. The Bentley, I did a lot with the Xbox Series X and really liked it. Not a lot of people use it, which also attracts me to it. So, okay, so let's pick this Aston Martin AMR Advantage 2019 GT3 car. And there it is. Nice looking car. I'll have it all green when I'm racing, but there you go. We'll confirm that. We're in hot lap, Watkins Glen, and my personal best in this is a 1:47. I must have done hot laps at some stage or another. Anyway, not worried about that. Couple of laps and see how we go. So, Get onto the track. Setup. Aggressive. Not going to change anything whatsoever. And that's about it. Let's get onto the track. Okay, here we are. We're on the track. Slight field of view differences with my car here. The McLaren dash was higher than this, so I'll have to adjust a few things here. In fact, you know what it is? It's this new DD1 wheel is hiding it. I see on the screen it is higher, but I will have to lift that a little. Anyway, traction control is set at 2, ABS is set at 4, just the default vanilla. Oh wow, this thing sounds good. Okay, so we're cold out of the box this morning. It's just after 10 o'clock in the morning here. So this is my first lap of the day. So let's call this a sighting lap and see how we go. Going to use the same sort of braking points as I did with the McLaren. And just see what feels comfortable with me. It's amazing how you get stuck to one car and that's it. Wow. It does sound good. I've had some fantastic races at Watkins Glen over the last week on LFM. Really, really good stuff. Some good top 10 finishes out of 4th. It was brilliant. Great way to finish the championship. We'll see, there's me wringing the neck out of it like the McLaren. Do you go up to 6th? Anyway. It does feel like a weighty big beast. And it sounds, look at that grunt, that wee spit. Love it. Alright, okay, we're down to, what is this called? The boot? The heel? I hate this corner, always have. Now, I think the McLaren was never that good with this trail braking, where I think some of the bigger cars are. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got some new pedals coming. The Fanatec. Yeah, the sprint pedals, yeah, they're coming, but unfortunately they're not going to be with me until the new year. So I'm still using the CSL pedals here with the little added spring that I added myself onto them. So I'm looking forward to a heavier pedal. Well, what are you changing down there for, silly boy? Okay, this feels good. I could live with this. Okay, that's one lap. Okay, let's see if we can stick something in a bit better that we can compare. That was way up as 149 and no good. Okay, head down, see where we go. Yeah, the Watkins Glen track has been a really nice addition to the ACC roster this year. We'll go up to 6th, see where we go. Okay, brake at the little man's hut on the left hand side. Down 2, hit the curb, didn't hit it enough. Far on. Up 1, down a bit. See the hut, accelerate. Go. Look out for the hydrant on the right. Down 2, short shift, touch the curb, plant that boyo. Hit this corner, hit it. 100 board, brake, down 2, off the gear, brake a bit. So much time to be lost here. This car feels brill. I like this car. Could this be the one? Okay. Well, whatever hot lap I did, I'm faster than it before. Skim that fence. Woohoo! Brown flag. Okay. Personal fastest lap. Alright, a 1:48.565. Not terribly worried about the time, because this is just an indicative time through the cars. Okay, so let's see. So let's take a note of that. A 1:48.565. Okay, Aston. Fair enough. That was good. That felt really nice. All right. What's next? What is next? So quit, and let's do it nice and quick here. What is next? Next is the Audi, the bad boy car. Let's get into the Audi and see how we go. Okay, setup, aggressive, back. Yeah, aggressive. Yeah, okay. Back, and start. Okay, let's take this bad boy onto the track now. Green, green, green. Traction control in default mode is set 2 for TC and 3 for ABS. My dash is way down low this time. Even you can see that. So it's a field of view thing. Alright, I expect this to be more like the McLaren. Oh, scream that boy. Oh, woohoo! Okay, let's go. 2 laps. Oh, this thing whistles. And whines. It's a whiny car. Okay. Again, same sort of braking points. I'm not going to push it too much, just to feel comfortable with the car. Yeah, it feels very like the McLaren. This thing, at the start of the race, it seems to just take off and leave everybody behind. Does that need to go up to 6th? It's taking the curbs better than the McLaren. Don't touch your brake there, boy. Okay, it drives well. Okay. I'm not feeling it. You know, yeah, it's fine. But it feels very vanilla. The Aston had a nice sort of grunt about it. This feels like a whiny little dog. Is that wrong? Okay, let's get the second lap in and see where it goes. Time's about the same. Okay, this feels like the McLaren here, it really does. The noise is annoying. Engine noise. Sounds nice up against the barriers. Don't know if I should be raving up there or not. Anyway. Okay. Handling all right. Taking some curb bouncage. Bouncage, is that the right word? to say here. I don't. It feels like a really good platform. Again, I could also drive this. It hasn't stepped out. It hasn't done anything weird. A 147.812. Huh. Okay, let's take a note of that. Audi. That's faster straight out of the box than the Aston. 147.812. Huh. Again, I don't want to be thinking it's just about time. That felt okay. Okay, actually, you know what? A note. Love the grunt for the Aston. Take a note here. The Audi. Solid, but plain. Is that right? Just didn't feel terribly exciting. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Okay. Oh, the Valentino Rossi. Hello, my mate. The Bentley, the Boatley. There it is. A big wagon. Rum, 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 rum. Yeah, I don't know why I have a fondness of this car so much. It just seems like a big, fancy, fat car. Maybe it's like me, a big, fancy, fat 50-year-old. All right, same idea. Setup, load that setup, aggressive. No changes whatsoever. Let's get into this wagon and drive it. TC is set to 3. This is right-hand drive. Immediately, that's a difference. The right-hand door closed, not the left, as I got in. ABS is set to 4. The dash is again out again from my McLaren, but let's go. Listen to that. I expect this to be a heavy big boyo like the Aston Martin. Ooh. Oh, I like that little noise there. That. What's that? Okay, siding lap and a harder lap. I like that little engine noise. That's nice. See, there's a bit of personality to this. If I'm correct in thinking, I think in a straight line, the Bentley is not the fastest car in a straight line. Like there, see, like it's revving out already at 245. Down 2. Oh, the tail. Oh my goodness. One of steps out. Now, did it not like the curb, or is it just the tail end? Heavy bitty. Feels like the gearing is very different from the other cars. I don't know how scientific I'm being here. I really don't. You know, you think it's all aggressive in standard mode, but surely I need to put this through a race. See, I feel like going up a gear where the other cars it didn't. The gearing seems to be much lower. Or is that higher? I think it's lower. I love the sound. I love the grunt noise. And that little slow down. Okay, here we go. Let's get one harder lap in. So far, okay. looks like it's wanting a higher gear all the time. Its neck's getting wrung out there. It needs to go up a gear. Definitely a wee bit slower on this straight. A mile or two. Okay. Oh, Robin. Invalidated my lap. I'm not terribly worried about that. It's not the point of this to do the perfect lap, it's to get the feel for the cars. Well, do you know what? I could live with this too. Take a bit of getting used to. Seemed to getting up to 5th on that back straight where before I wasn't in any of the other cars. So I suppose that the idea behind this is get a car that I feel comfortable with, then do a lot more practice in it and get it set up the way I had the McLaren, and improve and improve and improve. Okay, that's 2 laps. Okay, so that's the slowest so far. That was the first car that the sort of tail started to step out with me there. So the Bentley, a 149.017. I was invalidated, but it was only invalidated a tad. Not really worried, so I'll take that. 149.017. Step out, but personality. Yeah, personality. Okay, that was all right. Yeah, good. I was hoping for more. Okay, return to garage. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Next is the BMW, the car of choice this season for a lot of people. Very, very popular choice. If you look at the stats for LFM, this has won more races than any other, but when you look at the stats percentage-wise, I think that the Aston Martin is probably about the same, but it hasn't been chosen as much. So popularity and speed, I don't know. So the BMW seems to be a very, very popular choice. Might be my choice, but let's see how it goes. So again, same setup, aggressive. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's get that done. Setup, aggressive preset. Yes, yes. Let's get it out onto the track. Oh, we're back into left-hand drive. The door just closed over there. Okay. Big BMW. The dash, of course, once again is wrong, but we know that. Traction control is set for 3 and 3. So the aggressive changes it slightly different. Again, I expect this BMW to be a slightly lighter version than the Bentley and similar to the Aston Martin. I like that. The sound is important. It's a visceral sort of thing. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a nice, big, beefy, fat BMW sound. So here we are, 245, 250. Looking for another gear, but I don't think it needs it. Nope. Top of the hill there. Gear ratio feels about right. Wasn't looking for that extra gear like the Bentley was. Good weight to the force feedback in this too. I was looking for a gear there. Isn't that odd? Done here in this back straight, like this here was funny because the Audi didn't want the extra gear up here, but the Bentley did. Let's see if it does. Look at that. It's just looking for that extra gear. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Right round the fiddly corner. Fiddle, 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 fiddle. Patience, patience, patience. Does sound good. Again, I could live with this too. Okay, let's get the head down and try and do a lap here. Whoa. This must be fun in the wet. The rear wheel drive. Coming up there. Oh yeah, that took that well. Down into the pit. Interesting gearing ratios. Patience, 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 patience. Go, go, go! That felt faster than it was. A 1:48.505. 140, where does that put it on the time? So BMW 1:48.505. It puts it smack bang up there with the Aston. Huh. At the moment, the Audi is the fastest timing by the guts of a second almost, but I think that's because it's very, very like the McLaren. I am looking for a different driving style this season, so. But the BMW, yeah, that was good. I like that. Okay. Next. What is next? What is next? What is next? Let me drink here. Hope you got something nice for Christmas. Nice things are good. Ferrari. Okay. Woo woo woo. Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo. That's what we're picking. Confirm that. Ferrari Watkins Glen start now. This is the boyo that so many people also love, but I hear it throws you in the hedge if it's not your friend. Will this car be my friend? I hear it doesn't like the curbs whatsoever. My driving style may not be accurate enough to handle that. Oh, left-hand drive. I expect this to sound pretty good. Traction control 4. Multiple traction controls. TC2, TC1, okay. And ABS is 4. That's a bit disappointing. Alright, let's give it a whiz. 2 laps. Ferrari time. It's a Ferrari time. Oh, that bit sounds nice. A downshift. hugged that curb nicely. Let's see what it does up the back straight. It's looking for a gear, 250. That's fast. Yeah, I'd handle that curb all right. See, Jardier's friend, Mr. Foch, he seems to always drive the Ferrari and would always say in places like Spa, it's very unpredictable, coming up a Rouge. So far, Ferrari power. For some reason or another, I'm seeing my hands in the wheel again. And I think this little car is unique in itself. It's a lighter car, I would assume. It feels a bit more like the McLaren and the Audi. Maybe I'm just after something heavy. They like them big, like them round, something like that, you know. Okay, it's a sighting lap done. No bother, wee buns. This is interesting. This really wasn't on my list of potentials. Ooh. I like the sound of it. It handles well. It handles like the McLaren and the Audi. But it has an exceptional sound. And it's behaved itself better than I expected. Okay, 148,302. 148,302. Not get. Stop it, phone. Ferrari. 148,302. Okay, so slightly slower than the Audi, but better than the Aston and the BMW. But again, am I being odd here? Is it clear that I want a bigger car? I don't know. Okay. All right. What's next? What's next? What's next? Is this the dreaded Porsche? I expect to have problems with it. Okay. Ferrari was good. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Ferrari. Good. Oh, it's a Honda. Honda. Nice looking car. Not to mention him again, but seems to have been Jardier's choice for a lot of these championships this year. I haven't really driven this at all, so don't know enough a lot about it. So let's go. Same specs. I hear it has a few quirks, but again, like the quirks that are they there for ordinary guys like me? You know, I'm not a pro. I'm a hobbyist. Want to be a pro? Do you want to be a pro? No, I don't want to be a pro. I just want to left-hand drive. I just want to go as fast as I can and do as well as I can. Okay, TC3, ABS 11. Sorry, ABS 4. The dashboard is so low on this. Sounds mean. This sounds like a mean car. You wouldn't expect it from. You think about it. Hondas. Yes, I know there's a few sporty models, but you don't expect it. They expect only this sort of the family motor. Oh, that's a nice little blip. I like the blip. This really isn't on my list of cars that I expect to really be into, but who knows? My mind is open. Whoa. Okay, that was a bit hot, Robin. Right, let's see what the gearing ratio thing is like up this back straight. There's 250, 260. Seeing my hands again in the window. Maybe you have to switch that off for each car individually. Oh, this feels aggressive. This feels like it wants to be handled, like chucked around. Oh, there's the tail out, Robin, 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 Robin. But it came back and slapped me in the head there. So I wonder, what will your choices be for Season 9 in LFM? Will it be the same car? Will you jump around, which you're not really supposed to, but what will your choice be? There you go, invalidated lap. Wow. Now this is the first car that's needed a bit of handling. Alright, head down, here we go. Weird. Strange. Weird, strange. There's two words that are similar. It feels very, very different than the other cars. Okay, in my ears, it sounds brilliant. It has an aggressive feel to it. Bit of understeer there, or okay, into the boot. Okay, the tail didn't step out that time. This is interesting. I did a few unexpected little things there, but this is solid platform as well. Maybe my steering lock, because I'm doing the generic for everything, I haven't adjusted for the individual cars. Just not turning as well, or but wow. A 147.947. Wow, wow. Hondo. 147.947. 147. Okay. Just a tenth out from the Audi. I'm going to put a beside that. That's going to need more investigation. And the Ferrari is going to be better than expected. The Honda was good. Huh. Okay. Let's see what's on next on the list. Oh no, I like that. That was alright. The Lamborghini Huracan. Another very popular car. But also seems to be quite a specialist car too for people. It doesn't win all the races, but it wins some. Looking at again the stats, go back to that AMG. The BMW wins the most races, but I think sorry, not the AMG. The Aston Martin has the most sort of top 10 finishes of people, and maybe that's where I should be aiming. I don't know. Set up aggressive and a Lamborghini. My goodness, that sounds dangerous. Okay. Left-hand drive. TC3 ABS4. Oh! Oh! I'm angry! Okay, well listen to that wee noise. Okay, let's go. Ooh! Behave yourself, car. Now this is making me smile already. Again, size-wise, weight-wise, this is in the McLaren sort of ballpark again. Turned okay. Imagine just being able to go to a real track and have 10 cars set up there. That you just, go and do 2 laps in this. Okay, speed wise there, it's looking for another gear. It's not screwing its head off yet. And you could jump from car to car in real life and do what I'm doing today. Would that not be the best day ever? And also the scariest. Sitting with £1 million worth of equipment or more. This sounds fantastic. There's a nice rattle for the suspension and bits and pieces going on inside the car. There's a nice plup 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 when we're changing down gears. Again, turning well. Listen to that little rattle from the exhaust, that's cool. Oh, we step there. Listen to that against the fence, brilliant. Head down, see how we go. Okay, let's see if it gets up to the 260 kph along here without going to higher gear. Just about. Bit of manhandling there, but that was acceptable. That little bus stop chicane kills many a person. This is interesting. This isn't on my radar either, but... Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is surprising me right now, because I didn't expect this to be anywhere on a list as a car that I would live with for a 12-week session. My goodness. 147,880. Wow. Okay. Lambo 147,880. Faster than the Honda out of the box. Flip me. Is this helping me or making it worse? Okay, what's next? What is next? McLaren, we're not going to touch. The AMG. Okay. Big heavy car. Let's see how it works. Okay, setup. Aggressive. Back. Okay. Left-hand drive, of course. I'm feeling pretty central in the car. Oh, angry. TC is set to 1, ABS 3. So differences in the aggressive setups. Okay. Let's take this. Sounds like a bad boy. Ooh. So this is in the heavy category, I would say. The heavy cars. It sounds pretty fab. Oh yeah, fight it up there. $252. Oh, this thing's quick. Quick. Okay, down into the bomb hole. Behaving itself well. Like the gear ratio. Sounds brilliant. What's not to like so far? Listen to this thing, it's a monster. Wow, like this. Okay, let's see if we can do a lap. Big bonnet. With those reflections of the trees coming over, that was kind of nice. 55, 256, 260. Okay. And trail a bit. Not the cleanest. But made time there. Concerned about the front left tire scrubbing a little bit. It's going to be an interesting when I get into some of these longer races, that they are long, or the more endurance races where we have to pit. All us newbies that have came through the season on LFM this year really haven't had to do that. Where looking after your tires is something that we haven't even really thought of. It's been get out there, drive as hard as you can for 25 minutes. That's another whole layer of stuff. 147.785. Where does that put us in the gamut of things? That's pretty good. I'm very impressed with that, Merc. Not Mech. Merc. Even though a Mech would be kind of fun right here too. 147.785. 147.785. That's the fastest so far. Wow. Okay. That's good. This might be a match. 147.785. Wow. Well done, Mr. AMG. Okay. What do we got left? Car number 9. Oh, the Porsche, the 911 2 GTR. Again, another very, very popular car in LFM. With this engine tucked in the rear, with a lot of weight around the back end, lighter at the front. More difficult to drive, but people that seem to master this boyo seem to really master it. Look at that there, big wheel tail on the back. You could have a picnic on the back of this. You could have your flask and some sausage rolls, or maybe even a pork pie with you. Okay. Okay, let's take this boy out. Okay. Setup, aggressive, which also sounds painful in a Porsche. Let's go. Let's get it out there. Alright, left-hand drive. Feeling like I'm centered enough. Dash is something similar to the McLaren. It's a bit higher. Traction and ABS. 2 traction controls. 3 and 3 for ABS and traction control. Sounds mean. The sound is important to me. What do you want me to say? Okay, 2 laps. Let's go. Oh, it does sound a little whiny. Audi whiny. That squeal. I know the squeal is nice. Some people like it, but do I want to practice for hours and hours in this squealy thing? I don't know. Anyway, let's see how we go here. Siding lap and then a harder lap. Don't know, does this thing handle the curbs well? Well, we'll find out here. Okay, let's see with speed. Speed test. Not the fastest in the world. I'm at the limiter at the end of the straights in 5th. But seems nimble enough here. Oh, I feel that back end pushing around there. From what I hear and what I understand, this thing isn't as fast on the straights, but it is, because it's so light, that it handles extremely well in the corners. So in my own experience, overtaking some of these boyos is fine, especially on this track. You can overtake them on the big straight, but it's hard to pull away because they catch right up with you in the corners again, but they don't have the juice to pass you. The gearing ratio is again high here. It wants that extra gear. This has been a very interesting exercise. Okay, let's go out on a hard a lap as I can. I'm going to give myself the kiss of death here, the Murray Walker. I've taken 9 cars out for 2 laps each. And haven't binned it yet. Okay, that's 241, 245. It wants that extra gear. Definitely slower up the straight, but is jumping those curbs like a nice, nimble young kangaroo. Gear ratios are again different. But I'm chucking it into here, which is really good. That's interesting. Feels nice and solid, feels really good on the road. Lost a little bit of time there. Huh, that felt faster than what it was. 148.812. 148.812. P-O-R-C-H Porsche. 148.812. Okay. 148.8, 148. So it's there with the Aston and the BMW. Okay. So that's the 9 cars done. Let's go back to the garage and just have a wee think about those times and consider what I'm going to do next. Yeah? Because there's the dilemma. Okay, there we go. 9 cars, 2 laps, Watkins Glen, aggressive setup, vanilla. The slowest in reverse order. The slowest was the Bentley with a 149.017. Then we go Porsche, Aston, BMW, Ferrari, Merc, Honda, Lambo, and the Audi. And again, the Audi was a 147.812. So a couple of seconds of difference between the lot. Straight out of the box with no real knowledge of those cars. The Audi I'm putting right up there in that McLaren stable of cars. What surprised me there was, well, the Bentley was very tail end, very light on the arse, unpredictable maybe even. Again, this is not definitive. It's just to find out what I want to put my time into. The Porsche I expect it to be faster, and it probably is a hell of a lot faster on certain circuits, but with the big high speed straights there, wasn't great. So I'll put a pin on the Porsche. Loved the Aston, really did, even though it was the 3rd slowest here. But the BMW also felt really good. The Ferrari was better than expected. The Mercedes really impressed me there at the end. I've had no time in the Mercedes really at all. The Honda, also very good. Has this? I don't really think this has helped me much, or it has. Honda is definitely on the cards. Mercedes, I think, is in the top of the choices, and the Aston is there out of heart, because I love that Aston. The noise of the Aston was fabulous. So it's Aston, Mercedes, Honda, and I think it goes Mercedes, Aston and Honda. We'll need more exploration over the next week while we get ready for the next season of Coach Dave. I assume it's going to be Coach Dave sprint races for season 9. What are you going to choose? What will be your car of choice for the next season? Which one of these is it going to be? Are you going to stick with the car that you did last year? Or what are you going to do? What should I do? What do you think? Anyway, that's it. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Be great, really appreciate it. It's nice to see the subscribers slowly ticking up, even though the numbers are so small, so low. Doesn't matter. I'm doing this sort of fun. So I'm interested to see what car you're going to be in season 9. Is it going to be like me? Would you choose the Aston or the Honda or the AMG Mercedes over the BMW? Huh? Anyway, I'll see you out there. I think I've pinned it down to at least 3 this season, and that being Aston, Honda and AMG. I think those are my 3 choices this time round. Even though the Audi was faster, I think I want something bigger and beefier and to learn a different style of driving with those cars. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Happy Christmas.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.